I'm Tom Layson, and this is a Northwest Now Digital Extra. The only way democracy can survive is to build policy from a common set of facts. But the spin doctors and the deep state challenge your right to know. Public records and open government is an annual topic on Northwest Now. While it's easy to be discouraged by stories of fake news and facts gone wrong, every year, the Washington State Coalition for Open Government finds individuals, members of the media, or government trying to do the right thing, trying to open meetings, open the process, and open the files and records. This year, I traveled to Clallam County, where the Port of Port Angeles has opted for transparency. It takes more than 1,000 truckloads of logs to fill the giant ships that call on the Port of Port Angeles. Just one piece of port operations that, in total, account for more than 1,400 local jobs. For more than 90 years, it's the port that's driven the local economy, and while it's easy to look at old pictures and wax nostalgic about history, some of the history wasn't so great, and that's what got Port Board Commissioner Colleen McAleer to quit her job as a port staffer and run for office in pursuit of changing the board's culture to deal with difficult policy questions openly.
The decisions are tough. There's not always a really clear answer. Usually there's not a clear answer. And so the thing that can get you in the most trouble is not being transparent when you figure out which path you're going to take, left or right. And I found that what I saw when I was here as an employee was that the decisions were made either prior to a meeting or behind closed doors at times, and there was a presentation to the commission that we would be doing X, and the X was always approved.
So board meetings were really just theater, something McAleer fought to change, and something she says is increasingly important today with so much distrust in the air, even in small port districts in rural Washington state.
I believe that we have had issues nationwide with belief in our government. And there are really great people that are committed to their communities wanting to see things improve. I know the commission and the staff here believe that, and that's by and large why they're here. So you can lose so much of your traction if there is a belief, whether it's perceived or real, that you are not being transparent in your decision-making process.
McAleer found a willing partner in Commissioner Connie Beauvais, whose eyes were opened about just how insular local government can be when a friend she worked to get elected to the local school board turned on her when she approached him on an issue as a constituent.
And he said, I don't have to listen to you. You elected me to make the decisions, but I don't have to listen to you. And that just really took me aback, because I thought that in representing the public, that's what you needed to do, was represent them, not just be elected and then make your own decisions.
While it's pretty easy to measure the port's shipping volume by, say, counting the logs that get loaded aboard a ship, measuring something like transparency isn't so easy. But it's expressed itself in more communication from the port, more records and information posted directly to the website, meetings where the tough issues are hammered out, and a very public process used to select the port's new executive director, which resulted in a key award from the Washington Coalition for Open Government.
And that's what led us to having such an open public discussion when we hired our executive director. We wanted to involve the public so they would know who we were selecting. We did the same thing when we had an opening for port commissioner and we had to select a replacement. That has always kind of been done in, I won't say back room, but of course that's the way it looks to the public. And it looks to the public like a lot of the decisions are kind of made in a back room because it's not open and transparent. But we are representing a public entity here, really, the port. So it makes sense to involve, as many people as we can in having those decisions made.
It's more cumbersome. It takes more research. It creates more tension at times because you're highlighting different problems with any one of the proposed actions. But it shows that we're really thinking through the issues and that we're really working to get to the best decision for our public.
To see our full discussion about public records and open meetings, be sure to look in the Northwest Now section of kbtc.org. Northwest Now airs Friday nights at 7:30 right here on KBTC. And be sure to look for more digital stories like this one by following us on Facebook and Twitter at Northwest Now.